Good morning, welcome back to Welcome Family Works. Today's Sunday, but you'll probably be seeing this video on Wednesday. So we got a couple priorities to get through today. One of them being that the firewood stand needs to be refilled. Got cleaned out yesterday, so got to make a few bundles, and then hopefully we're going to get to till the garden again for that second time. But I did notice a little problem that I got to investigate further on the Gardenway tiller. Maybe we'll work from there and we'll see. All along. All right, so we're out here using our DIY firewood bundler. I made this out of a picnic table. All the bundles that have been sold have been made through this stand. It's just kind of something that I threw together that was a picnic table that was half rotten, and it's done the job. So would like to improve one day, but right now this does the trick. So we're gonna make a few bundles and then we'll get on to the next stuff. All right, well, we got 10 bundles made. That's enough to fill half the stand. So that'll be good for the time being. And then we'll go from there. Off to the next duty. I'll fill up the rest so you guys don't have to watch it. Because I know it's kind of like watching paint dry, making bundles. Not the most exciting thing in the world. All right, time to fill up the firewood stand. Well, not fill up. Halfway fill up. Yeah, so the issue that I'm having with the Gardenway tiller, I came out to the shed here to do something, I don't remember, a day or so ago. It smelled gear oil. Well, I figured out why. So the old tiller is leaking from the gearbox input shaft seal, so I'm going to have to change that. And also I'll probably do the tines and wheel bearings and wheel seals at the same time, since they're kind of all right in there, and then I can just fill up the gearbox once and go from there. But I still need to till the garden. Not going to be tilling it with that. So I might have a little surprise for you. There's a new piece of equipment that found its way to the Bulk at Family Works yard for free. And all it took was carb cleaner to get it running. So as I was previously discussing and looking through and the old horse tiller here, I found out there's probably some additional leakage right here around the seal for the top of the transmission case. And now that you can see it a little bit better, you can see how wet it is down in there. So definitely not going to be able to till the garden with that. Don't want all the gear oil going into the garden. It's not a good thing. So we'll go through, we'll change the seals. As I was mentioned previously, I'm going to change the seals on the tines, change the wheel seals, and that front input shaft seal. So I was hoping to close out this video with something new that joined the channel. But it's got a few issues of its own. So a little bit of backstory before I kind of show it off here. I was heading home from work one day and caught something out of the corner of my eye on the side of the road. Spun around, went back and looked at it just to see what it was. I mean, I initially knew what it was just in passing, but wanted to look at it to see. Well, what I found was another Gardenway tiller. This one is the 8-horse Briggs motor with electric start. I haven't done too much research into it to find out what year it is, but if it was a 1980, I looked at the sales sheet and it was just over $1,400 in this setup. So now we have two. We have 7-horse Kohler. They called it Professional. We have the 8-horse Briggs Professional. So I've done some initial troubleshooting to see what's going on with this, and found out that started eliminating the general rule of thumb to make sure it's worth putting any effort into. Took off the air filter, which was atrocious. Sprayed a little carb cleaner down the throat of the carb, and it started. First pull. Put gas in the tank after looking. Fired right up on gas. Free sign on it. Sure, it's in itself got a little bit of leaks, just like all of the tillers do of this age range. You can see how wet it is around the seal and the tines. Very common. Not sure if you can see after putting some gear oil in it, but the wheel seals are also bad. Don't know on the front yet, although it doesn't appear to be wet down in there. But after letting it sit overnight with fuel in it, now the carburetor's leaking, which is probably a simple fix, but now it runs rough, real rough. So I'm thinking it's one of two things. Probably initially the fuel filter that is in it probably is gummed up, as to be expected. So I'm going to replace that and kind of go through and rule out things, do a little troubleshooting just to figure out why the carb's leaking. It might be just the fact that the carb is leaking a little bit. It's throwing off the fuel air mixture, which is causing it to run rough. That's to be expected. That happens. Doesn't really surprise me. Put a new air cleaner in it, but I can't make that up. A free tiller. So I'm not going to need 2 tillers here, but a little bit of story with my neighbor Ben. He's been on the channel a couple times. Ben loves these tillers. He thinks they're single-handedly one of the best things made, and kind of sort of as a little gift for him, I'm getting this one, fixing it up. We'll come to an arrangement on repair work and everything, and ultimately it's going to go to him. When I brought mine down from Vermont, he was super excited that he got to use one of these, because all the way back to when he was a kid, he thought that they're fantastic, and they really are. They're, aside from changing a couple seals here and there, they're basically bulletproof. Troy-Bilt and Gardenway, they broke the mold when they made these. Sure, they don't have a lot of the modern safety features of the pressure handles and things like that, but they work, they're reliable, they till. You don't even think about it. I can walk over there right now and probably put the choke on that 7-horse Kohler, and it'll either start on the first pole or the second pole. So, yeah. Eventually here, once I get all the seals in that have been ordered, I'm going to go through, I'm going to pull both of them apart, and change all the same seals on both of them. I am going to take the tines off of the 8-horse after looking at them, because they seem to be a little bit better than the 7-horse's tines. And since I'm doing the work, I'm gonna take a little bit of the benefits of having a new one. But yeah, they work. Now I have verified that the 8-horse does move under its own power. So the transmission is good. Belt, haven't really, of course, put in dirt, so I don't know if the belt slips. Probably have to change that. Probably have to go through and just do a few different things to get it to work. But so that's it. That's our new addition to the channel. Things this society gets rid of for free. Oh, apologies. I do have one other announcement. I don't know if you caught it on the Firewood at the Furnace live stream last night, but we will be there. We will be doing barbecue. We're going to be doing pulled pork, 2 different kinds. Going to kind of do a spicy and a sweet version on January the 28th at the Fellowship of the Furnace event that Brad's hosting. So major shout out for Brad for throwing together that, and it's going to be a fun event. I'm looking forward to meeting a lot of the other YouTubers that are out there, as well as some of the people that watch our channel, in hopes to grow it. And that's the name of it, and just meet new people and make this community even smaller than it already is, and tighter and closer knit. So thank you for watching. I'm Will with Wolcott Family Works. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I know earlier in the video I said this would come out on Wednesday, but trying to troubleshoot and get through this so I could close out the video as I hoped. I'm not going to get around to it, but next video will be a lot of deliveries. I got 2 orders to fill this weekend, so we'll get through all of that and get some footage and some content for you folks, and throwing all the firewood in the dump trailer and getting it over delivery. First delivery is 1 cord. It's going to be stacked. The customer wants it stacked. So, and the second is just a 1 cord of red oak and get it dumped and gone. So, but there's that. By the way, I did fill the firewood stand. Already sold 10 bundles. Have to go make more. Have a great rest of your weekend. I think the next video will probably come out on Sunday once I get those orders fulfilled, and we'll go from there. Have a good one.